Hi everyone, it's Clyde at Vibrant Soap, and I was just looking at the cooking videos that I made and I thought, oh my gosh, everybody must think that all I eat is bread and sweet things, which is kind of true, but my mama did teach me how to eat my vegetables. So today's recipe is how I make my roasted cauliflower, and I first had this in a wine place and they served this with some wine and it tasted so awesome, so I kind of set about making my own version of this. So I hope you'll try it. It's really delicious and I think you'll really like it. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut up my cauliflower. Get rid of the excess greenery on top. And I just like to go at an angle from the bottom. Let's see, that takes out that middle core. Go around in a circle, just get the florets all separated. So it's really kind of worth breaking some of those up because more of the seasoning can coat the smaller pieces. You can see the individual florets, so that's kind of easy to break those up. The big ones, I tend to cut a little bit more. They don't have to be uniform in size, but you want to take into account that the seasoning can get to all the little bits. It makes it a little more tasty, so I think that looks pretty good. So here's my steaming water and my steamer. Just get that all in there. And I can't tell you how much time I leave that in there because I just test it for sort of like an al dente feel to it. Just taking some of the crispness out of the cauliflower because it's going to broil, but it's not going to broil long enough to actually cook it. So I'm going to pre-cook the cauliflower for probably about maybe 10 minutes. While I wait on the cauliflower, I just make a little on a side dish to roast my garlic. This is just to save on some of the olive oil. Here's my olive oil, just enough to coat that a little bit. Some sea salt. And I use a whole head of garlic, so just slice that down the middle, like that. I rub it into the olive oil, cut end down so it can soak up that olive oil and salt. And then put it on here, and I'm going to put that in an oven that's heating up right now. And the garlic's going to go in an oven 350 degrees. Just keep an eye on that too. When it starts to just brown, I'm going to take that out. It'll be nice and tender. Okay, so the garlic's been roasting for about 10 minutes, and I check it by just pinching it with these. If the cloves fall right out of these shells, then they're ready. This bottom part of the head where it's a little bit more bulbous takes a little bit longer, but I'm going to take these ones out so they don't burn. I'll be right back. Okay, so these go right back in. See, I cleaned out all the parts that were already tender. Put that in a little longer. And let's check up on the rest of the garlic. It smells incredible in here. Okay, if it doesn't come out easily with the squeeze, I use a knife to dig those out. I want to do that a little bit more. Okay, roasted this a little bit more. It's nice and caramelized, and I just dig them out with a knife. They don't squish out of the shells sometimes, but you can tell that they're just ready. They pop out like this. Makes them a little more mild too, so if you don't like garlic because it's strong, this really makes them a bit more mild. I really like these toasty bits too, kind of chewy. Okay, so I got that all out. Get rid of the shell, and I'll move them over here. Now it's just a matter of assembling everything. I've got maybe a teaspoon of Dijon mustard, the whole seed variety. And I'm gonna just use a little bit of smoked paprika, give it a little smoky taste. That's probably gonna be about half a teaspoon. There's all that beautiful garlic. That's gonna go in. And a can of green chilies. Some pepper. Some sea salt. Some olive oil. And a splash of balsamic vinegar. And I toss that all up. Stir that a little bit longer than you think so that salt is well dispersed. Okay. Then I'm going to turn all of that out on a baking sheet. Spread that out. You can see how delicious this is going to be. Just kind of gather them in there. And I'm going to sprinkle a mixture of mozzarella and cheddar in there. I like that mix because it makes the cheddar a little more subtle so it doesn't compete with the other flavors, and I like the mozzarella because of its texture. And I'm just going to let that sit because I'm going to make some salmon tonight, and you can get this to this point and cook it whenever you want. I'm going to broil that, and I'll show you that in a second. And the broiler is all hot. Let's put it a little less than halfway down into the burners. And see how long that takes. You got to keep an eye on it. I'm just looking for a nice browning on top. These are nice and browned, not blackened, but just browned. And I'm going to try some before dinner. Don't tell anybody. Okay, so let me just take this piece right here. Looks like it has some of the chilies on it. Perfect texture. It's not soggy at all. It's a little hot. Let's give this a try. Cheers, everybody. That is really good. I think you're going to like this recipe. It's really simple to do, and it's really worth cooking the cauliflower a little bit and the garlic a little bit so that they're perfectly done at the same time. And it releases all that great taste. And thanks for watching. There's that cauliflower. Cauliflower, salmon, and farro. It's like a nice healthy dinner.